Hi, this is Jeff from Quiet Horn, quiethorn.com. I'm going to be making a series of videos, assuming I have the time, in which I talk about extended techniques for trombone. And if you're not familiar with what extended techniques are, they're basically defined as any technique that is uncommon or unconventional, that produces uncommon or unconventional sounds on a musical instrument. And as trombonists, we have plenty of strange sounds that we can make, as do a lot of instruments. Extended techniques are used, I think, mostly in free improvisation music. There's kind of like a gradation. I think they kind of are not used so much in the classical world, with the exception of some rare pieces here and there, which use them a lot. Things like sequenza 5 or something. And then there's kind of, I think there's kind of like a gradation where they get used more often, probably from classical, then into jazz. There's a few extended technique things people do in there, and then into free jazz, and then you're just all out into all extended techniques at times in free improvisation. So there's a whole wide range of uses and applications in different kinds of music, and more so than others. But anyway, the first extended technique I want to talk about, this is okay, well, it has a name that I came up with because I haven't heard anyone else do it, or at least talk about it in a way that names it. So I call this technique, bear with me, I call this one the fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh. So if you had to spell that as, like, I don't know, Fuhvuhvuhvuh or something, fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh. Let me just play it and then I'll talk about it, and it might make more sense why it's called the fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh. So here we go, the fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh. Right, so that's the fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh. You can kind of hear why it's called the fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh, because it kind of just goes fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh-vuh like that. But it's also interesting because the way you actually make the sound, or the way I make it at least, is with that syllable, the vuh-vuh-vuh-vuh. So the bottom lip vibrates against the top of the bottom lip vibrates against the tips of your top front teeth, like this, right? However, also when I do it, the rim of the mouthpiece on the bottom kind of pushes my bottom lip back past my teeth in like that. Alright, so this kind of, my teeth are like here, and it pushes it back there, and then it touches the tip of my top teeth. And then if you blow just the right amount, the bottom lip will actually vibrate against those teeth, and you get that sound. It's a fairly strange sound. I mean, trombone has a lot of sounds that are kind of helicopter-ish sounds like that. It sounds kind of like a helicopter or something. The interesting thing about this one, though, is it's not using my tongue at all. There's no flutter tongue or anything like that. My tongue just rests at the very bottom of my mouth the whole time. When I start the sound, when I attack it, I don't even actually tongue it with a normal ta syllable or da syllable, like you would do with a single tongue. You just kind of start breathing the air, and the lower lip will vibrate. So I came up with this, or I discovered this probably several years ago at this point. And then about 6 months ago, I was super excited because I was messing around with it, and I discovered that if you kind of tighten up, you can actually get a higher pitch, and it sounds like kind of like this. It's not as easy to control when you get higher up like that. It kind of falls apart or turns into a regular note, which is not what we want. We don't want to play regular notes here. But I was really excited when I discovered it, that after I don't know, 25 to 30, 25-ish years of playing trombone, that there were still sounds that I could discover, and new things, new weird sounds on trombone that I could make. Let's see, what else about the fuh-vuh? Maybe I'll just play a little more and just kind of improvise with it for a little bit.
It does actually kind of hurt your bottom lip if you do it too long. I think having the rim of the mouthpiece pushed that hard against your bottom lip, it just starts to dig in and hurt a little bit. So it looks like I'm bleeding, but I'm not. Anyway, that's the fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh. Give it a shot. If it turns out that you cannot make it, maybe there's something else that you'll discover in the process, and you'll have some other weird sound that you can call your own and come up with a funny name for, that's kind of what the whole extended technique thing is about, and what a lot of free improvisation is about, is exploring the instrument and seeing what kinds of sounds that you can make that are unique to you. So anyway, there you have it. That's the fuh-vuh-vuh-vuh. So give it a shot, and thank you for watching.